Building with Papa. Okay, I was hired to come out to this job. Someone closed up all these areas where there were windows. This was a glass sliding door, and they did not pull a permit. So they hired an architect because the city came down on them and they needed to rectify the situation. Well, there used to be a glass sliding door here, and you could see they used pressure treated lumber. They had it 24 inches apart. It wasn't nailed properly, and the architect had to come up with a way to preserve this and make it to apply to the city codes. All right, so we removed the drywall. This one here had some insulation in it, and we removed that also. So now the way the architect came up with this to get the spacing correct and that the sheeting would be attached properly. As you can see, these are 24 inches on center, and they should have been 16 on center. And then another section where these windows were at the front. Once we removed the drywall, we found these blackout sheets. I don't know why they left them in there, but they did. When you pull them back, you see they left the window frames in, the glass and the window frames. So I showed the architect all this, and he left it up to me on how to remove these frames, of which was not easy. This took probably the most time of the whole project, trying to remove these window frames without destroying the front of the house. Okay, so I came up with a way. I was going to have to sawzall them out through the side of the frame up against the existing 2x4s. And again, this was not easy. I went through a lot of carbide blades trying to keep from going all the way through because they stuccoed the outside of this. So once I figured out which blade to use properly, which worked very well, was the Diablo carbide tip sawzall blades, and I had to use a 12-inch blade to be able to cut through. This section here was a section where the bedroom, they closed up both windows. And once they closed up both windows, you need to have egress in a bedroom. And they didn't provide it. So I cut all the way through, and I put a window flashing wrap on the 2x4 and underneath the existing siding. All right, well, this is the way the architect came up with it, which I thought was very ingenious. He used 2x4s and 2x2s, and we drilled them together, pre-drilled them first, and then screwed them together with coated screws to provide the spacing required to attach the sheeting to the 2x4s. The sheeting is actually attached to the 2x2s, and the 2x2s are attached to the 2x4s. We attached the 2x4s to the plate and the header with strong ties. It all came out very well. We then insulated it, and then we drywalled over it. And then we'd finished it, which took 3 coats and then touch up, and then we painted. In the bedroom, we installed a new window, and now it was all ready for inspection for the final, and everything came out quite well. The owners were very happy, and the city is satisfied, and now they're able to enjoy their home. Like, subscribe, and ring that bell. I'll see you on the next one.